Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise the lesson Indigo by Louis Fisher. This lesson has the theme how Mahatma Gandhi made the Britishers leave the country and how he decided to urge the departure of the Britishers from our motherland. The chapter is an excerpt from the book The Life of Mahatma Gandhi by Louis Fisher. And very importantly, he also taught the Indians how to be self-reliant. So, when we move on to the theme of the lesson, self-reliance, Indian independence and help to the sharecroppers were all bound together in this particular chapter. And very importantly, what we need to understand, Aris, please keep your video on, right? Let me, yes, very good. Now, we have started with this lesson, Indigo by Louis Fisher. The theme of this lesson is how Gandhiji urged the Britishers to leave our motherland. And he tells his whole incident to one of the visitor who visited him in 19. The visitor is Louis Fisher, who visited him in 42, around 1942. So he told him all about this, and there are a few very important things. After reading the lesson, we have come to the few points that freedom from fear is more important than legal justice for the poor. Do you think that the poor of India are free from fear after independence? The second question, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, the qualities of a good leader, and moreover, a very important question which is there, that will they teach pigeons? Sorry. Now, let me tell you, we have done first lesson, that is when I said about the sentence that will they teach pigeons pigeons the German. This is from last lesson. The last lesson that we did as the first chapter of this book. There also the fear has been discussed. Here also the fear has been discussed. That another chapter that discusses of fear is deep waters. That was personal. This is political. The Indians are feared, afraid of the Britishers for almost 200 years, and now the time has come when they are about to leave, and they are forced to leave. And what all role has been played under the canopy of Champaran episode is the crux, is the gist, is the theme of this lesson. There's sub-theme also, contributions made by enormous Indians to the freedom movement. This is also the theme of the lesson. So if I ask you a question, what is the theme of this lesson? Now the theme of this chapter is freedom from fear, self-reliance. It is very clearly given on page number 54. Self-reliance, Indian independence and help to the sharecroppers is all bound together, right? The leadership shown by Mahatma Gandhi to secure justice for oppressed people through convincing argumentation and negotiation. Now let's move to the other details of the lesson. What led Gandhiji to urge the departure? What led Gandhiji to urge the departure? A poor skinny peasant, Rajendra Shukla, visited him and persuaded him, pleaded that you have to help us, the sharecroppers. The woeful tale of Champaran peasants was that, or you can say, what were the miseries of Champaran? There was a landlord system, sharecropping system, where indigo was grown on 15% of land, and the entire harvest, the commercial harvest that gained profits, were handed over to the British estate agents. And Shukla persistently followed Gandhiji. And the day came when Mahatma Gandhi agreed to go with him to Champaran. There he faced lot many of struggles, and his journey was broken at Muzaffarpur. Now more information was to be gathered by him at the point when he reached Champaran. And he used so many influential people like Professor J.B. Kriplani, then Rajendra Prasad, and many other. A ray of hope by this time among the people of Champaran was spread. They came to know that some Mahatma has come. The only thing was that they knew that he has come to help us. And this point was sufficient when you come to know that somebody has come to help you to become a follower. They were not helped, they were in pathetic condition, exploited by the Britishers for many years, growing indigo and giving all the profits to these British agents. And Gandhiji's conclusion, he decided to change the line of action. He did so many things. And then finally, what were those things? First of all, he disobeyed the order to leave Champaran. When he was forced, when he received the notices, then he was asked to pay for his bail in one or 2 hours, which he said no. The third thing that he did was he freed. The most important thing that he did was he freed the people of Champaran from the fear of Britishers. So freedom from fear is more important. Is 6 marks question. Freedom from fear, page number 55. Freedom from fear is more important than legal justice for the poor. So this is what Gandhiji did. An unfair deal it was when the large states were owned by Englishmen and compelled Indian tenants to grow indigo in 15% of land. What is this sharecropping system? And was this so pathetic? Yes. How it was? Because the Indians were compelled to grow indigo and 15% of land. And these farmers were deprived of this share indigo harvest. Entire production charged as rent. So now, repercussion of German synthetic indigo. Soon a news got spread in the whole locality that synthetic indigo has been made, and 15% sharecropping system now is a failure. So now Britishers played one more trick, and they asked the peasants to pay a compensation and their lands would be released. Gandhiji arrived Champaran at this point, and he intervened, and secretary refused that you are an outsider. And but Gandhiji claimed that I am not an outsider. Very important point. Moving commissioner's order has been defied. Instead of leaving, Gandhiji left for Motihari. Motihari was the capital of Champaran, accompanied by several lawyers. He was greeted at the station by a huge crowd of peasants, because they knew, as I said, that somebody has come to help us. And now started the journey of that from fearful to fearless. There was transition taking place in the hearts of villagers also. So this official notice issued to Gandhiji that you have to leave. Gandhiji stopped from visiting the maltreated peasant, driven back to the town in a carriage. Official notice ordering Gandhiji to leave Champaran, and Gandhiji signed it and wrote he would disobey the order. And he was summoned to appear to the court the next day. A busy night he spent. He wrote letters, telegrams, and spontaneous demonstration was there next morning. The whole town of this Motihari became black with peasants. Here, black with peasants means tremendous crowd gathered. Now the Britishers found they all are united, and they found themselves before this crowd a failure. They sought help. They wanted help from Gandhiji to control the crowd. And here he taught the lesson that we don't have to obey these Britishers every time. The British authorities came in a fix. They had to plead and postpone the trial in the court. Gandhiji protested against the delay and claimed to have no disrespect for the law, but a greater respect for his own conscience, for his inner voice. He said, you can mark the lines that page number you can say 52 and 50 also, page number 50. So, and even page number 48, I have come to the conclusion that we should stop going to the law courts. The real relief for them is to be free from fear. The first point that I shared. Then all night he remained awake. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad to come from Bihar and with influential friends. This is page number 50. And then he said that this is a higher order. This is a higher understanding for inner voice, inner conscience, not for the want of respect for lawful authority. Page number 50, last second paragraph. Page number 50, last second paragraph. Not for the want of respect for lawful authority, but in obedience to the higher law of our being as a human being, the voice of conscience. He was involved. He told the court in a conflict of duties, on the one hand, not to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. On the other hand, to render the humanitarian and national service for which he had come with Rajendra Shukla, to help the poor peasants, to be freed from the system of sharecropping. So these are the lines you can underline, and these are the important lines because he said that I have been listening to my conscience first. And after a busy night, a 2-hour recess at the court, Gandhiji asked to furnish them. Gandhiji was asked to furnish his bail within 2 hours. Gandhiji refused and he was released without the bail. So again, another point he proved before the Indians that you need not be fearful all the time before these Britishers. Gandhiji inspires the lawyers. Gandhiji also inspired the lawyers that when I can come from far away, Porbandar, and a far off place to help the sharecroppers, why can't you be from the same locality and same town can help? And the lawyers were to return their own places in absence of Gandhiji if he would be arrested. Then Gandhiji asked them, what about injustice to sharecroppers? This pertinent question shook the lawyers out of their senses and they decided to court arrest. They decided to take the guidance from jail. Even if Gandhiji will be jailed, they'll be taking guidance from jail. This was the beginning of the victory in the Battle of Champaran. So NCERT question. Again, I'm repeating NCERT question. Freedom from fear is more important than legal justice. That's why I shared all the 3 lessons that talk of fear. So this talks of this way the fear. Do you think that the poor of India are free from fear after independence? Then qualities of a good leader in Gandhiji. Right? Then the first triumph of civil disobedience investigations intensified. Lieutenant Governor dropped the case against Gandhiji. Gandhiji proceeded further now and inquired, door-to-door services were done and were found out what were their problems. A huge data was made out of the inquiries and he came about testimonies of 10,000 peasants were collected and moreover notes were made, documents were collected to help the peasants. By Lieutenant Governor Sir Edward Gate, he was called. Gandhiji met associates. Planters agreed to make refunds to the peasants. Now the point came that how much you will repay to the peasants. Gandhiji demanded for 50%. Right? They were not ready to pay. Everyone thought Gandhiji would not agree. They paid 25%. So the Britishers had to pay to the Indians back that compensation. Now the point raised by Gandhiji in the text is that it was very important for the Britishers to, slow down in their exploitation. That they thought that he would demand repayment in full the money which had illegally and deceitfully extorted from the sharecroppers. He asked only for 50%. There he seemed adamant. But then Professor or Reverend Jed Hodge, a British missionary in Champaran, who observed the entire episode at a close range, thinking probably he would not give the way, the representative of the planters offered to refund the extent only 22, an extent of 25%. Gandhiji agreed. Everyone had thought that he will be adamant, he'll be stubborn, he will not agree, but he agreed. Why did he agree? Because he wanted to prove, he wanted to create a full proof before the Indians that they have surrendered. Not by 50%, but at least by 25%. This was a big victory and the deadlock was broken and he agreed. The statement was, this settlement and this statement of Gandhiji was unanimously accepted by all the Indians. And now they found themselves strong enough to fight. And Gandhiji declared the battle is already won. Within 2 to 3 years, all the Britishers, they fled away from Champaran. And things were normal for the people there. Now comes the role of Gandhiji in uplifting them socially, culturally. This was a political solution given. A committee was framed where Gandhiji was the representative of the peasants and the other British officers were there. But he had worked so hard that he had to force them. He was, I should say, he was successful in making them leave Champaran. But after Champaran was when it was free from this sharecropping system, the country was not free from Britishers, but Champaran was free from sharecropping system. The point here is, what did he do? The question, NCERT question is, what did he do to uplift them culturally and socially? The backwardness that he found there. So page number 53, a beautiful answer has been given that Gandhiji gave cultural solutions also, social backwardness in Champaran villages he found and wanted to do something about it immediately. So NCERT question and paragraph number 2 on page number 53 is a beautiful answer for this, which we can learn in points and can elaborate in exam. And it has come many times in previous years also. So this is, how did he help them culturally and socially? Or how did he uplift them from social backwardness? He saw the cultural and social backwardness in the Champaran and wanted to do something very immediately. He appealed the teachers. He called his teacher friends, teacher followers, Mahadev Desai and Narhari Parikh, 2 young men who had joined Gandhiji in regard and respect as disciples. And their wives volunteered for the work. Several more came from Bombay, Pune, other distant parts of the land. Mumbai at that time was called Bombay. And Devdas Gandhi, youngest son, arrived from ashram, and so did Mrs. Gandhi, that is Kasturba Gandhi. And this way, primary schools were opened in 6 villages of Champaran. So what is the solution of this question is, what did he do? He called his disciples, 2 disciples whose names you can learn, and he also called his wife, and his son also came to volunteer and help and render humanitarian service in Champaran. And Devdas Gandhi, his youngest son, arrived from ashram, and so did Mrs. Gandhi. And primary schools were opened. This is the most important point. How did Gandhiji help? He opened schools, primary schools. And then Kasturbai or Kasturba taught the ashram rules on personal cleanliness and community sanitation. Now health conditions were also taken care, which were miserable. Gandhiji got a doctor to volunteer his services for 6 months. Now health and education, both have been taken care. Personal health and hygiene. Now these things which were actually required in Champaran to create awareness were a must, and he did all these things. 3 medicines were made available: castor oil, quinine and sulfur aluminum. Anybody who showed a coated tongue was given dose of castor oil. Anybody with malaria fever received quinine plus castor oil. Anybody with skin eruptions received ointment plus castor oil. Gandhiji noticed the filthy state of women's clothes, and Kasturbai, she did the work of guiding and updating and enlightening the women of Champaran. One of the women took her in her house and showed, see, I have no boxes for clothes. I have only one sari that I wear. During his long stay in Champaran, Gandhi kept a long distance watch on the ashram. Which ashram? Which is in Gujarat. He sent regular instructions by mail, asked financial accounts. The most important thing again, Gandhiji went there for a day or two, but stayed almost 1 year in Champaran. He did not give only political solution of sharecropping in a month or two. Right? So the questions that we need to prepare. Right? I'm repeating again. The first question, NCERT question, discuss the following. Freedom from fear is more important than legal justice. What did Gandhiji do to uplift the people socially as well as culturally? Right? Then, what is the theme of the lesson? I've already told you the leadership shown by Mahatma Gandhi to secure justice for the oppressed people through convincing and argumentation and argumenting and negotiating with the Britishers. Self-reliance, Indian independence, and help to the sharecroppers, all bound together. Now the sub-theme also you can put together when you are writing the detailed answer. Contributions made by n number of innumerable Indians in gaining the freedom contributing in the freedom movement is also one of the theme. And this way, Indigo lesson becomes. And one more question. How did the Champaran episode prove to be a turning point in Gandhiji's life? You can take a pencil and note down the points. Champaran episode was a turning point in the life of Gandhi, also in the history of India during its struggle or during her struggle, India's struggle for freedom against Britishers. Now this Champaran, not an outcome of defiance of authorities. It was well-planned way of dealing the things by Gandhiji, but a result of efforts to relieve the suffering of the masses was painstaking. And Gandhiji showed the Britishers that he in his own land could not be ordered. You cannot order me in my own land, and I'm not an outsider. He very well, with his full strategic planning and his political skill, he told the Britishers and revealed Gandhiji's principles also for his, not only for himself, that how he can be at peace while helping the Indians, but also, and moreover, Britishers did not know that what his role had been in Africa. At that time, less people knew about his role in South Africa. So, a lesson of self-reliance. Then last episode in the lesson is of Charles Freer Andrews. The lawyers and the friends of Gandhiji, those who have helped him, Champaran, wanted that this Andrews should be on their side. Gandhiji refused that we don't want a prop in this battle of ours. He's a Britisher and you want him because you feel that will be your strength, but it shows your weakness. And here, the last line of the lesson when Rajendra Prasad understood and he said, Andrews was willing if Gandhi agreed, but Gandhi was vehemently opposed. He said, you think that in this unequal fight, this is the last paragraph of the lesson, it would be helpful if we have an Englishman on our side. This shows the weakness of your heart. The cause is just and you must rely upon yourselves to win the battle. You should not seek a prop in Mr. Andrews because he happens to be an Englishman. He had read our minds correctly. Rajendra Prasad comments and we had no reply. These are the words of Rajendra Prasad that we couldn't answer Gandhi at this point now when he said we don't want a prop in this unequal fight. And Gandhi in this way taught us a lesson of self-reliance. This is the last line, and the next continuing line is self-reliance, Indian independence, and help to the sharecroppers were all bound together. Why do you think Gandhi considered the Champaran episode to be a turning point in his life? How was Gandhi able to influence the lawyers? When he chided them, when he scolded them, that I can come from far off place, you cannot help your own people. What was the attitude of the average Indian in smaller localities towards advocates of home rule? They were afraid. Whosoever promoted home rule, he was either punished by the Britishers or was punished badly, thrown out of the town, and whatnot. How do we know that ordinary people too contributed to the freedom movement? Lots of people, those who have gathered in Motihari, actually laid a stone, milestone, for the Britishers to be afraid of. Now these poor peasants came to know that we don't have to be afraid. These people should be afraid of us. And qualities of a good leader, one who shows the way, goes the way. So this way he not only went there but showed them the way and gave them all solutions that they needed. A good leader is one who collects the information and actual position. Gandhiji did this. Then he did not made any lawyer or any peasant go in front. He himself stood in front to help the Champaran people. Moreover, a good leader listens to his conscience. He very well listened to his own conscience. And there are many more qualities: team spirit, togetherness, confidence, all that we can feel when we read the text of this lesson time-wise. So you had done this lesson. Now this is the revision, thematic wise, theme wise, NCERT question wise. So you can revise and continue the revisions in the next class. Thank you.